Hey, wanted to chat briefly about sports psychology and performance and how it applies to everyday people in everyday lives. And there's a lot of crossover, obviously, between what sports people do and what athletes do and what teams do, and obviously what we need to do in our daily lives, in our relationships or in our workplaces or in our friendships or wherever we are. Now, the challenge is for athletes is that while they have to perform under pressure, they're also going to training and doing other things that aren't as intense or aren't often as scrutinized as game day. So a lot of people think that athletes show up every day and do the same thing and, week in, week out, they're at their best and all those sort of things. But unfortunately, athletes are human beings, obviously, and they have good days, bad days. Their performances are once a week, so it's a little bit different to us showing up into an office every day. However, at the back end, obviously, there's a lot of training, a lot of things that go on behind the scenes that we average people don't see. So the difference is, and the commonalities are, that when we are under pressure, we need to be a bit more athletically focused or a little bit more sports performance based. Now, every day you're not going to be your best, and obviously athletes aren't either. So it's not about trying to be big, better, faster, stronger, everything every day. But what it is about developing a consistency, developing habits that you can implement each and every day. And that's what the best athletes do. That's what the greatest outcomes produce or come from people being able to show up every day, do the same thing day in, day out. So it's not about comparing, it's not about contrasting, but it is about making sure you have habits, making sure you have a process that you can follow. That's what the great athletes do. And if there's a secret to success and something that I could really show you or talk to you or help you about, it would be in terms of developing habits, about developing consistency, because that is how you get the best outcomes and that is how you thrive and have success under pressure. So if you have been struggling and you've sort of been comparing yourself to other people, obviously that's a normal thing. But what I want to encourage you to do is make sure you're staying focused on yourself. Like all good athletes, yes, we're part of a team, particularly if we're in a team-based sport, obviously. But what they are very focused on is making sure they create daily habits. So for you out there in general population world, in non-athletic world, what you can learn from athletes is how to develop habits and how to be more consistent in your daily activities. So if you have been struggling with that consistency, if you have been struggling with performance under pressure, obviously I'd be very keen to help. So please feel free to reach out. This has been Joel Curtis, Principal Psychologist and Sports Psychologist from Endeavour Wellness.